Welcome, this is episode 2 of our home build series. This is where we get to go to the lot for the first time and do some work. I've got a wood chipper, got the whole crew. So I've got a family of 6, my wife and 4 kids, 3 boys and a baby girl. And this is the first time, I think it's in April, that we've been able to get up there and do some work. So I'm going to give you a little backstory while we go through this. We sold our home in August of 2021. Had a nice home, but it was all done, and I'm a builder, I'm a creator, and I was getting a little bit bored. Wanted something new, something different. So we purchased this land in September of 21, and then we had this plan to homeschool our kids and go travel for a year and try to go around the world. We did go travel, that's another channel, Travel with 6, if you want to look it up. But after about 4 months in South America, my family got tired of it, they wanted to be home, and it got to be selfish for me that I couldn't just keep them out there. So we came back. Before we left for our trip, we had to reallocate our water. Our water was about 25 miles away, our water right. So we applied for that and we went on our trip. When we got back, that allocation had been moved to this property. And then we applied for a well permit. And that was supposed to take like 8 months to get that well permit. So while we were doing that, while we were waiting for the well permit, we were just doing whatever cleanup we could, and that's what we're doing here. I had purchased a little double wide trailer a couple of years earlier, and I had remodeled that. So we're living in that little trailer just until we get our house built, so we have a place to hide while we do this. About this time in April, I ordered a Mini X. It doesn't show up until August, just to let you know, but so we didn't have a lot we could do all summer. We worked on this cleanup a little bit and just were waiting for our well permit, working on our plans, trying to get our engineering all figured out. Also, I worked a lot because being gone for that long, I had a lot of catch up to do. I had a crew still working while we were gone, but I needed to catch everything back up. So basically, I just worked all summer, knowing that I was going to need to build this house coming this winter. That brings us to the cleanup. We have to bring this chipper around this odd way because there's a camp trailer that the previous owners had left just on the other side of that shed that you can't see. We'll move it out later. They pulled it in forward, and I don't know how you hook a truck up to it, but so we had to muscle this chipper back into the woods here. It's kind of an ordeal. This is just an overgrown river bottom here, and I had kind of visualized a little path or like a golf cart path that I could drive right where the skid steer is right there, where I could go down to the river, down to the little picnic area. So none of that's in yet. We're just cutting the very first roads in here, trying to whack our way through all this overgrown brush, get that chipper in there. It was a mess. You literally couldn't walk around in there. It was so overgrown. When I first walked the bottom of this river bend, I'd have to get down on my belly and crawl under fallen trees and just junk and garbage. There's a pile of sticks that we've kind of piled up. Start chipping. This was definitely a family affair. We had the whole family out there, from little Ivy, who was 7 at the time, Porter was 16, all the way. I don't know if you see them all in here. Some of them were recording, but everyone was excited because we finally got to get up there and do some work. They lose their enthusiasm pretty quick though. End up doing a lot of the rest by myself. This is Hap's first cut with a chainsaw ever. I think he did pretty good. Didn't quite understand how to get it all the way through, but for the first cut I thought he did pretty good. Okay, how was your first cut?
Yeah. Hours ago. where I'm standing, we couldn't have gotten. It would have been like 5 feet high of sticks. And that sticks all over. And now look at it.
Nice.
It turned into that.
And by the
We
way,
mulched into that pile. That's like 1,000, no, it's like 5,000 sticks and 100 trees.
by the way, right across this.
It's gone, huh? Cleaned it all up.
And like sticks all around that, sticks everywhere.
Looks good now.
Yeah, see this? And then you see that pile over there. That's what it looked like.
Yep. Besides all the sticks that we mulched, there was just tons of deadfall. We ended up hauling 4 full dump truck loads to the dump of these logs. Just piles and piles of them. It was a lot of work down here. But the end result, it looks awesome down there. Just gotta get in there and work and get it done. Now we're trying to get across to the other side. Kind of the tight spot between, the house goes right above this. But like I said, there was nothing. It's just an overgrown river bottom, so we're trying to cut our way over there so we can get the chipper onto the other side and chip a bunch of this. The other side's mostly just for fire protection. It's just got to get rid of all these fuels. We made it about 20 feet before another deadfall. Just keep picking up logs. This is Porter. He's my oldest boy. He's 6'5" and he's quite the little workhorse. Finally getting some payback for all the groceries we put into him over the years. Alright, 2 days of butt busting and we got not very much done. Not a big pile. Oh, there's so much to do here. Kind of cleared out this way a little. But literally could not even crawl through this area before. It's terrible. So I brought my crew down for 2 more days of chipping. We worked a lot. But we finally had to get this trailer out of the way so we just got to get it out of there. It's just a piece of junk. So I figured we'd just put a ball on the skid steer and kind of back it out of there. Just a pain in the butt. But that made it so we could get the wood chipper out of there. Stay tuned for the next episode. The Mini X finally shows up and we start getting after it. Cleaning off all the sagebrush, getting ready to build the house. Make the first scoop where the house is going to go. Finally get to play with the new toy. And then I find out what I'm in for on this spot. There's a lot of rocks. Put this excavator to the test.